Kabilang sila noon sa mga nangarap. At dahil magitin nilang nilampasan ang mga dumating na pagsubok, unti-unti na nilang nabubuo ang kanilang mga ambisyon. Ngayon, isa na namang matinding hamon ang haharapin ng huling 4 na flyweights upang makamit ang pinakaasam nilang pagkakataon. Sino-sinong 112-pounders ang babalik para sa kampyonato? Abangan dito sa semifinal round ng Ultimate Boxing Series Kamaong Pinoy.
We move into the next phase of the Ultimate Boxing Series Kamaong Pinoy with winners facing off, trying to earn the right to go even deeper into our tournament and on the road to Sporting Glory. Hello everybody, kamusta po kayo? Welcome ho sa ating pagtatanghal ng Ultimate Boxing Series. Nagpapatuloy itong serye na ito. Kasama natin niya si Carlo Pamintuan. I-remind lang natin ng viewers natin kung paano ang takbo nitong seryeng ito.
We started with 10 flyweights na pinili ni Jerry Peñalosa from all over the country, up-and-coming fighters na nakitaan niya ng potensyal, and we already completed our first phase where 8 fighters saw action in our battles. 4 sa kanila move forward to compete in our semifinals, and meron pa dyan, may bonus tayo that there is a match that happened in our preliminary stage that could also replace any of the fighters in case there are injuries, but we should expect fireworks coming from our 4 protagonists in the flyweight division as we start off.
Umpisahan nga, tama si Carlos, sa flyweight division. Ang ating 4 na boksingero, 2 laban ang ating tutuunan ng pansin. Pasadahan mo ito, partner.
April J. Abne, the owner of one of the best signature punches in our competitions, yung kanyang right straight na napakalakas, going up against Joseph Bayubay. Ito namang si Ian Rafaela, who started his athletic career as a runner actually, and later on transferred into boxing, will face off against Ronel Sumalpong. Again, these are flyweights. They made weight at 112 pounds. Karamihan sa kanila a bit under, so we're expecting them to perform well here today.
Yan mga pangalang yan, maaring sa mga oras na ito, hindi nyo pa gaanong kilala, pero sa pagpapatuloy ng UBS, tsak na makikilala nyo sila, ang ating mga future champions. Magbabalik ako kami ni Carlo para ihanda sa inyo ang ating ring at ang ating mga boksingero dito sa UBS Kamaong Pinoy! There's the tail of the tape.
Both 19 years old, April J. Abne, a little taller at 5 foot 4 inches, at mas mahaba rin yung reach. It will be an interesting battle between an orthodox fighter and a southpaw fighter. Both these boxers are undefeated, as we're expecting a tough fight between these two.
Jerry Penn's Promotions and ESPN5 bring you the Ultimate Boxing Series, Kamaong Pinoy. And now we have introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Wild Boxing Gym with a record of 2 wins, no losses, fighting out of Lahog, Cebu, we have April Jane Abner. And now fighting out of the red corner with a professional record of 4 wins, no losses, representing Alchemist Multimedia, fighting out of Kalumpit, Bulacan, Joseph Bayubay.
One day mag-i-invent ako ng t-shirt na galing matanggal. Galing yan. Pinahihirapan na kaipin sa club.
Siya ang laban nyo, ha? Alam nyo na lahat ang pinagbabawal. Sumuntok na mababa, gumamit ng siko. Ulo, ha? Kung sino man ang bumasak sa inyo, yun naktayo, neutral corner. Any foul, intentional, 2-point deduction or disqualification. Okay, good luck sa inyo dalawa.
We're just about ready to get underway. This will be interesting. Both fighters are in red trunks. Si
Halika.
Bayubay, si Joseph ay merong gold trim sa kanyang trunks. Sa kabila naman ay puti at saka nakalagay yung pangalan ni Abne. So, sino ang kaliwete nga rito, Carlos? Sabi mo?
It's April, itong si Bayubay.
Si Bayubay.
Kaliwete, because yung si April J. Abne has a really good right hand.
Ayun.
It's an active right hand na lagi niyang hinahanapan ng butas. Usually, he puts off a couple of jabs in front and then sumusunod nga yung kanyang kanan, the right straight, which is actually a very effective punch against southpaws. So let's see how this matchup pans out.
Last time, si Abnen scored a second round knockdown against Ronel de la Cruz. Nabanggit mo nga kanina na nanalo siya kay Ronel de la Cruz in a unanimous decision. Wala tayong knockout ng first phase natin. But I think that will change as we go along with our tournament. It's a tournament. We have to keep that in mind. You have to keep on winning to stay in business. Abne has a good right hand that touches his opponent, and Virgilio Garcia is right there in the middle of the action.
This is why we applaud all of our fighters, their trainers, their promoters for saying yes to Jerry Peñalosa, because hindi madali ito. You are not guaranteed to win it all kasi tabla-tabla, magaganda yung ating mga talento. So all except one will lose their undefeated records in this series.
Alam mo, officially, we are fighting sometime in the first week of July. We have actually fought before on May 23, 2019. So that's a good month and a half ago. So I think nakapag-prepare, nakapag-recover na yung ating mga boxing. Pero winners lahat ito. So that should not be a problem as we enter the last minute and 26. Medyo pumipika pang aksyon, Carlo.
The cream will rise to the top, and that is why we're expecting better and better fights. Itong si Bayubay, alam niya nasa distansya, mas magaling magpatama si April J. Abne. So he's trying to close in.
Kaya pumapasok siya, no? Kinakat down niya yung length ng Abne. Eto, pasok, lusob, kapatid ang kanyang motto dito sa laban nito. A minute to go in the first round.
April J. Abne, the stylist, hitting from the outside. Bayubay, the fighter, going in relentlessly. Maganda rin yung pinapatama niya, the left straight to the body of April J. Abne.
Ayun, Abne, oozing with confidence, willing to put down his guard on several occasions. Ayan, no? Sige, pumasok ka. Gusto mo? Halika rito. And a good combination that grazes the cheeks of Bayubay.
Still trying to time it kung kailan bibitaw si Abne ng kanyang combination as Bayubay starts to come in.
We've got a very noisy, joyful crowd here at the TV5 studios here in Novaliches, Quezon City. Referee Garcia is a busy man here in the first round.
Combination coming from Abne.
Oh, yes, sir. Solid. As the round is about to drop its curtain here. We're done with the first round. Here's action from that first round.
Bayubay closing in on Abne. Pero itong si April J, alam din kung paano lumaban yung mga pasugod na fighters. He's timing his combinations. Look at that. Right and then a left hook. Hindi pa siya natapos doon, no? Bumitaw pa as they separated from each other. I think that round should have gone to April J. Abne. Mas malinis yung kanyang mga naging patama.
As we step into the second round, they're waiting for the bell, and that makes it official. We are underway with the second round. How did you score the first round?
April J. Abne, I think, should have been given a 10-9 round in the first. Better science behind his boxing, and he landed the cleanest blows, specifically that combination na nakita natin kanina lamang.
Here's Abne trying to go to the midsection, and he has a quick counter punch that's working so far.
That's exactly what he did to score the knockdown against Ronel de la Cruz. He caught de la Cruz coming in, sinalubong niya ng right hand.
And we've got furious action in the corners as both boxers try to weave out of trouble. Medyo mali ang timing doon ni Bayubay doon. Hindi niya alam kung fake siya o papasok siya.
What he does when he comes in, binababa niya masyado yung ulo niya. And you leave yourself open for punches when you don't see it coming. He'll have to check that. Hindi, tatamaan siya ng malalakas na suntok mula kay Abne.
Si Abne, ang ganda ka-counter, ha? Nababasa niya yung sitwasyon, mabilis yung kanyang counter punch. Wrestling.
Kasi Abne, maganda yung posture eh. He is always in front of Bayubay. Alam niya kung saan papunta. Alam niya kung ano yung bibitawang counter at any given opportunity.
And you see the rawness still of our fighters. They are just beginning their careers. So you see the courage, the raw talent, but some of the skills need some work.
But for them to get this huge opportunity, lalo na
Absolutely. Abne with some good shots. And you were saying?
may sumusuporta sa'yo na Jerry Peñalosa telling you what you need to be able to be successful in the sport of boxing. Hindi biro-biro yung ganyang klaseng coaching this young in their careers.
And Abne showing some excellent class. And look at that right hand. So busy in this fight. Coming down there to the last minute.
Yep, that is one of the best punches that we've seen among all of the talents na nakita natin dito sa UBS. Yan yung pinaka malinis na suntok so far, that right straight coming from Abne.
He's got very loud and vociferous corner. That helps as well. Kung paubos na yung hangin ng si Bayubay, ha? Second round pa lang, ha? Yung mga kaibigan itong mga boksingero natin.
The timing para iwasan yung papasok na suntok ni Bayubay.
Nakaisa si Bayubay doon. Bumaba yung kamay ni Abne. Kaya kumapit yung Abne. 18 seconds to go before the second round is done. Ooh, big miss that time by Bayubay. Ten-second mark of the second round. Todo yung labas ng dalawang boksingero, para paubos na yung hangin, ano? Waiting for the bell, and here it sounds to end round number 2.
Ito yung dangerous na April J. Abne na nakasanayan natin. Once he gets his range, napakahirap na kalaban ito si April J. Bayubay will have a lot of problems dito sa round 3. Kailangan niya mag-adjust kasi as of now, lamang sa height, lamang sa reach, sa bilis. Itong si April J. Abne. Ang maganda itong round 3 na to.
Action in round number 2. Abne catching Bayubay with repetitive lead rights. Ganda ng patama, malinis. Bayubay had some success later on in round 2 in the dying seconds of it as he continued to push forward. But so far, April J. Abne really impressing for 6 minutes of this matchup.
I get the kick out of Singero, sinasabunutan, sinasampal sa corner, ano? For the simple reason, they're trying to take out the cobwebs from your boxer who may have been tagged during the course of the previous round. We're in the halfway mark of a scheduled 6-rounder. This is round number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've got April J. Abne, who is now facing you. His opponent is Joseph Bayubay. Both in red trunks. It's Bayubay with the gold trim. I think we've got family behind us, huh?
April J. Abne showing us his footwork. Tina-timing niya when Bayubay comes in, he steps to the side or unleashes a combination just like that. Right straight and the left hook. Those are his money makers so far.
Si Bayubay pumipikit pag sumusuntok, parang away bata, di ba? Eto, bahala na, hataw! Maliligo tayo ng pawis dito. Kundi dugo kuminsan. And as the tournament moves into its critical stages, we can expect the competition to be keener and more intense here in the UBS, the Ultimate Boxing Series.
Itong si Bayubay, I think, is banking on April J. Abne gassing out in the latter
That's
rounds.
a good point.
Kaya sinusugod niya lang eh. Even if he's not successful, nakakapagod din having to deal with an attacking fighter like that.
Parang pinipigilan mo yung boost sa EDSA. Diba? Whoever does that, just to give you an idea of what Bayubay is trying to do here. Uy, maatras na yung Abne. Tinatanggalan siya ng hangin. Ha? Tama yun. Sabi mo kanina, ayun. Kahit hindi tumatama, no? Lusob lang.
Lalo na yung bitaw sa katawan and investment for the latter rounds. By hoping that it will be enough to tire out Abne.
As we are at the midway point, Abne probably took the first 2 rounds, but Bayubay trying to rally here as we are about to hit the final minute of the third. Ooh, big right hand by Abne. But Bayubay continues to go to the midsection. Abne with a bit of redness on his upper lip area.
Ganda ng kombinasyon. Perfect timing once again coming from April J. Abne.
Left hand, that's at work. 45 seconds to go before this is done, this third round. Abne backtracking. But you're so correct about Bayubay. He's like a Carabao gone wild. A Tamarao gone wild, just fires away, buries himself into himself, and then bores ahead.
Isa lang yung direction na alam ni Bayubay. It's all forward all the time.
Lusov, Lusov! And there he continues to do so.
Of course, technically, panig tayo kay Abne. You know what? This is the game plan na binigay ng trainers ni Bayubay sa kanya, and they're hoping that it will be enough. If not in the first 3, maybe in the latter round.
We're done with 3.
At the back end of the 6th-round matchup, 4, 5, and 6, tignan natin if he will have enough gas left in the tank.
Yun ang critical dito. Alam niyo naman ang 4-rounder, 6-rounder, arangkada agad yan. Walang preno-preno yan. And this is the nice thing about this format. For short, sweet, and direct to the point. And referee Garcia with some admonition for Abne.
No, if these were pros with 8, 10 fights under their belt, wala na yung 6 rounds sa kanila. But napakabata pa po ng ating mga boksingero. Both just 19 years old. So they will drag each other into deep waters. Dito sa laban na to, good punch. Another nice right coming from Abne.
Abne is an excellent counter puncher. Pag pumapasok yung Bayubay, nahuhuli ni Abne. Bang! Libre.
And the challenge for Abne is how to make sure na hindi isa-dalawa lang yung kaya niyang bitawan as Bayubay comes in. Because when Bayubay closes in on the gap, tumitigil sa pagsulong itong si Abne.
And we are done with the first minute of round number 4. We're scheduled for 6. Uppercut on target there. Spatter yung Abne.
Yeah.
No? Spatter. Naghahanap ng paglalagyan ng energy niya. Kasi siyempre, batang-bata pa mga katawan nito eh. 3 minutes ng boxing, tagal yan. Kahit anong ensayo ginawa niya. Oh, look at that, Abne, but Bayubay attacks.
It's aggression, but at this stage, it's not effective aggression mula kay Joseph Bayubay as he's not really scoring on blows. Instead, pagpapasok siya, he sacrifices.
Sinusubukan niya idaan sa lakas eh, no? Hinahataw niya eh, baka maisahan niya eh. Yun na nga sabi mo eh, baka nga paubos na yung hangin itong si Abne, but Abne continues to counter cleanly so far in the fight. 1 minute and 5 remaining here in number 4.
Mas matipid man sa suntok itong si Abne, mas malinis naman ang kanyang mga patama so far in this matchup.
But you know how judging is. They could give points and kudos for what Bayubay is doing here.
Sheer aggression alone could be enough for some judges. Depends talaga kung ano yung taste of those scoring this matchup.
And that's why we have 3 in different positions as well. Abne with a good counter that shoots down on Bayubay.
These are perfect punches going up against an opponent that is coming in. That check hook, that check left hook, and the right straight. Both effective.
And both fighters throwing haymakers at each other, trying to knock each other out here with 25 seconds remaining.
Yung kalidad ng ating dalawang boksingero, even if they're just 19 years old, nakitaan sila ng potensyal ni Jerry Peñalosa, and that is why they're performing at the top of this ring.
Bayubay, I think, recovered well here in this 4th round. May not still overtake the lead of Abne, but has done a good job here in the 4th round, which is already done. Ito yung counter punching, ito yung katawan ng dalawang boksingero kanina.
Good combinations pa rin mula kay Abne. Still investing on that right straight as Bayubay comes in. Tapos, ikot bigla. Pag bitaw ng counter ni Bayubay, he's already at a safe distance. Talking about Abne.
Referee Garcia says, stay in your places, gentlemen, until the bell makes it official. We are underway with round number 5. You're catching us here at the UBS. Seb Sarmenta and Carlo Pamintuan doing ringside work for all of you in our continuing program in search of the next great Filipino champions, the UBS, the Ultimate Boxing Series, Kamaong Pinoy.
The question now for Bayubay and his corner is, if hindi maubusan ng gasolina, itong si April J. Abne, what is our plan B? Ano yung pwede nating palitan to make sure that we will get an opportunity to win this matchup? Because so far, we have April J. Abne up in the scorecards, at least unofficially.
Pero matapang din yung Bayubay.
That's definitely the case.
I don't think he's looking, they're looking at the scorecard. Oh, but Abne with some quality punches eh. Ang ganda ng evasive tactics ng Abne, no?
From those angles, and it's a very important facet of boxing.
May lakas eh. May lakas yung tapo ng Abne. Preparado yung suntok eh. Nagagaling sa balikat eh. Hindi pa hataw eh. Yung Bayubay pa, hataw talaga.
Yeah.
Muscle, power, everything to knock his opponent out. Binabayo habang patras. Parang simento na feeling ng legs ng dalawa at this point.
Bumibigat na rin yan. Mahirap na rin gumalaw here in round number 5.
Kaya na marami nagsasabi, hindi dapat binubuhusan ng tubig yung boksingero. Pero puminsan kasi gusto mong gising yung boksingero. Kaya binubuhusan ng tubig.
Mainit din kasi sa katawan eh. If you burn calories like that.
Nag-enjoy tayo ng aircon dito sa studios ng TV5, dito sa Novaliches na ginawa nating ating venue ng ating UBS.
Bayubay still moving forward. Unperturbed even if he's getting hit by a bunch of counters coming from April J. Abne.
So correct, so observant on that, Carlo, as we come into the final minute of this, the 5th round.
Kailangan mo pang matutunan. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihan yung referee that there was a foul. You have to protect yourself at all times.
Oh, huwag sa bumero dyan sa ring na yun.
Could have been a dangerous spot for April J. Abne.
Maaari ka machambahan yun.
And these are outstanding referees we have in the ring.
We have
Give them their trust.
Ako, biniro ka na nila yung mga senior, pero they're the best. They're the bestness. We have Vera Baisa here with us. We have Virgilio Garcia at the top of the ring. And this is a quality bunch of referees here and judges.
Nice rights. 2 of them. Laki April J. Abne. He's getting some success here. Late in round number 5 sa kanyang mga atake itong si Joseph Bayubay. Let's see if it will be enough to convince the judges to score this one for him.
And we are done with 5.
Kung hindi babaguhin dito ni Bayubay yung style niya na puro opensa lang, nakakalimutan niya yung depensa, mahihirapan siya dito against itong kasi makikita natin dito, technically mas sound yung kalaban niya eh. And si Abne, makikita mo yung footwork, saka alam niya kung anong klaseng punch variation ang gagamitin. Kung ako tatanungin mo, kailangan mag-adjust, mas maraming kailangan adjustments na gawin dito. Ito si Bayubay.
Don't keep this one point. Don't keep like this. Keep sides.
Both corners feverishly giving instructions for this, the final round. Carlo, basa mo sa fight sa takbo.
I think April J. Abne still has a slim advantage. Even if yung kalaban niya, itong si Joseph Bayubay, has been successful with the things that he also wants to do. It's just a matter of styles. Kung ano yung gusto mong estilo. Yung bang makamay o yung malinis magpatama. Gab Chairman, Baham Mitra, joining us for the Ultimate Boxing Series Kamaong Pinoy semifinals.
Kasi pagbabiyahe si Sir Bam Mitra nung sa Zamboanga sa PBA, kasama din namin siya. At maaga siyang nag-fly out din, fly in. Oh, ito. Ano kailangan gawin ni Bayubay din? Knockout na ang target na siguro dito.
He needs a clean punch. He needs to convince the
isang
judges
solid no?
na kaya niyang saktan itong si April J. Abne. So far,
Kasi kayang i-absorb yung suntok ni Bayubay so far.
that is correct. Hindi malinis eh. Hindi nakikita. Hindi as obvious as yung mga patama nitong si April J. Abne. That's a good punch coming from Bayubay.
And he needs a bundle of that here in the remaining 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this, the final round. We're just going 6-rounders with all our fights here. Ang tapang lang ng Bayubay.
But look at his posture, halos patagilid
Oo.
yung kay Bayubay, which eliminates some angles na pwede mong atakihin if your body is facing your opponent as well.
Pero yung ang sarap turuan.
Yeah.
Ang sarap bigyan ng trainer na matindi.
May raw materials.
Ang ganda ng timing. Yung lakas lang siguro pwede pang dagdagan eh. And that's why we do this tournament. We are preparing the future. We're looking for the next stars of the fight game in this country. Got tons of champions already, but definitely looking for more.
What we also noticed coming from Bayubay is he veered away from attacking the body, which
Oo,
was successful for him in the first 3 rounds.
Medyo naalog niya si Abner doon. Tatanggalan niya ng hangin kanina.
Pero ngayon, headhunting na.
Kasi
He might
feeling niya
feel,
knockout ang gusto
yeah,
niya.
he might
no?
feel that he needs a knockout right now.
Ganda ka konta ng Abner. Linis.
As always in boxing, you never know. Bayubay might just connect.
Baka makahugot ito dahil sa aggressiveness, sa tapang lang talaga eh, no? Meron judges na ganun eh. Di tinitingnan exclusively yung dami ng suntok kasi hindi naman tayo by numbers dito. Except for the final score of each round.
Na talaga ni Bayubay is he's okay with getting hit with 2-3 punches just for a
Wala sa
chance
kanya.
to throw his.
Parang dinapuan lang siya ng insekto eh, no? Bali wala eh. Hindi mo kakagatin. No? Sige, yun. Pero umalog. That rocked the head of Bayubay, that counter by Abner.
But he's not stopping. He's staying in front, staying busy, still throwing punches.
You could actually play the music from Rocky here right now. It would be so appropriate. Diba? Tusok lang. And that is the spirit of this competition. You know, you may not win here, you may not finish at the end of the fight, but there's still a future ahead of you. But we don't know. This should be interesting, Carlo.
Outstanding effort coming from both Joseph Bayubay and April J. Abne.
It's going to go to the scorecards. We'll need to compute this together with the games and amusements board. Piniro ko nga yung gabi. Bakit? Lahat ng boxing natin, sabay-sabay kayo kung dumating. Parang may bus ba kayo? Natawa na lang sila. As we take in action from the course of the fight.
It was two stylistically different fighters. Joseph Bayubay was the brawler. He wanted to erase the distance between the two fighters. 2-inch reach and height advantage para kay Abne that he tried to use by staying outside the pocket, peppering his opponent with right straights, with check hooks that he did aggressively and consistently throughout this matchup. But as he said, there are judges who just side with the aggressor. And yun yung puhunan nitong si Bayubay, hoping that his sheer willingness to absorb punches before he gets to throw his will be enough to convince the judges to give this fight to him.
Pwede na. Anthony Suntay is ready.
We'd like to welcome into the ring, we have the son of Jerry Peñalosa, JC Peñalosa, to raise the hand of our winner here today. After 6 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Ortega has it 58-56. Judge Abayinza has it 58-56. And Judge Colomia has it 58-56 for your winner via unanimous decision. April J. Abner!
58-56 in all of the 3 judges' scorecards. 4 rounds to 2 in favor of April J. Abne. And they sided with the fighter who landed the cleanest punches in this matchup. 2 rounds ang ibinigay kay Joseph Bayubay just because of his aggression, but it would not be enough to overturn the result. April J. Abne is a winner.
Unanimous decision. Mark Sobrano is atop our ring,
unang-una,
ready to do this
napakaganda
interview.
nung pinakita mo. For the second time, talagang pinabilib mo kaming lahat. Anong masasabi mo doon sa naging performance mo kanina kontra kay Joseph Bayubay?
Una-una po dahil po sa Panginoon sa pagtsatsaga ko sa pagdasal, binigay niya lahat yung hinihiling ko sa kanya na manalo dito at saka sipto yung laban namin.
Gaano kahirap yung naging laban mo? Pag-usapan natin yung naging kalaban mo. Gaano kahirap na kalaban si Joseph?
Napagkahirap po kasi kahit saan ako nandun siya para siyang anino ko kasi fighter, talagang fighter na po at saka talagang may lakas at saka ano siya, malakas at saka matapang.
May mga ilang moments doon sa laban nakita namin na napuruhan ka. Solid yung ibang tama ni Joseph sa'yo. Nasaktan ka ba?
Sobra po sa round 4 na body shot ako at saka napuruhan yung ulo ko. Kala ko hindi na ako makaabot ng round pero may awan Diyos po. Kaya binigay niya sa akin to.
Palagay mo, kung merong isang aspeto sa laban mo kanina kung saan ka lumamang, ano yun?
Ano po sa round 1 kasi parang ano po ako maliksi pa ako, hindi pa ako masyadong matanglay.
AJ, kanina mo inaalay itong victory na to.
Para po sa pamilya ko kasi maraming nag-aabang din sa amin na manalo ako sa laban nito at silang lahat nag-aasa na manalo ako dito talaga.
Thank you, AJ. Palakpakan po natin, April J. Abne.
The sport of professional boxing, and now he will test his skills here.
Diretso mo na sa tail of the deck, Carlo.
Now 28 years old, may edad na itong si Ian Refuela. Only 4 victories in his card. Sa kabilang banda naman, 7 wins, a win and a loss for Ronel Sumalpong. Physically, tablang-tabla itong ating dalawang boksingero.
Okay, back to Anthony for the formal introductions of our protagonists.
Jerry Pence Promotions and ESPN5 bring you the Ultimate Boxing Series, Kamaong Pinoy. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a professional record of 4 wins, no losses. Representing Philippine-Australian boxing, fighting out of Lahug, Cebu, please welcome Ian Refuela. And now fighting out of the red corner with a professional record of 7 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Representing Bebot Elordes Stable, fighting out of Parañaque, please welcome Ronel Sumalpong.
Ayan, Ronel, ako referee nyo. Gusto ko maayos at malinis ang laban nyo to. Tandaan nyo, walang gagawa ng foul. Paggamit ng ulo, ingatan nyo pag tumama sa belt. Ngayon, pag nagayon ng hawakan at tayapusan, kayo maghihiwalay ng mayos at walang susuntok. Maliwanag. At higit sa lahat, tandaan nyo sinabi ko, protektahan nyo ang sarili nyo habang kayo naglalaban. Maliwanag? Okay. Club?
Vera Baisa, being the senior that he is, parang sinabi niya, I am your father. You follow me, the two of you. You have no idea of what I can do. But, it's nice to see Ver working. Of course, he was recovering from heart surgery and he was deemed clear to work again, which is great news. And we don't want to see any of our stalwarts disappearing from the scene. This should be an interesting battle here. So, yung previous fight, this is our second semi-final, ang nangyari, Carlo, no?
Ian Refuela, check out his footwork. As we said, he is a runner. So alam mo na mabilis yung paa. He gets to spots na mahirap siyang habulin. So Ronel Sumalpong, his stamina will be tested here. He will be chasing Refuela around the ring.
Can you imagine if the triathlon was first running, then boxing?
Champion na ito
Tapos
si Refuela.
Tapos swimming, At saka mo yung Refuela, mukhang mahaba, no, ha? Mukhang pareho mahaba itong dalawang ito.
Yep, very
Look at this.
tall, lanky for flyweights.
Pero magandang height yan, pang flyweight, Kasi kadalasan sa weight category na ito, yung maliit, stocky.
5'1", 5'2", mga ganun normally.
Mga Meksikano at mga Thai, Yan ang kadalasan nating kalaban sa weight division na ito. Tayo po ay nasa 2-minute zone. Nakapasok na tayo sa 2-minute zone ng ating first round. Both fighters trying to size each other up here. Pero yung
Well,
mahaba,
actually, as a day job, he is a biological technician working at a dialysis center. Kaya nga naman, isa siya sa pinakamatanda because he actually has another career outside of boxing but he wanted to give himself one more opportunity para subukan ang kanyang magiging karera dito sa boxing.
Call of the ring too loud, ano? Talagang hard to ignore. If it's your calling, your passion. I know, when we used to do our old program, may mga dati, weekend boxer lang, biglang sinubukan mag-improve, nakakuha ng license. Sinubukan, hindi rin naman nagtagal. Iba yung demands ng profession actually. It's a total commitment if you think about it.
Scored a victory against Welben Montero in our prelims.
Yep. It was a unanimous decision, tama ba ako? Yeah.
It was. And he was actually worried, Zev, kasi yung kanyang laban, huling laban was 2016.
Yes, indeed.
His opponent last fought in 2018. So iba talaga yung praktisado at iba rin yung galing sa laban. But Ian Refuela showing that even though he was coming off a long layoff, kaya na talaga na dalhin yung kumpiyansa, yung kondisyon dito sa taas ng ating ring.
He got the nod of all three judges, 59, 55, 59, 56, 58, 56, and ended up with the unanimous D. And we're coming down to the final moments of this opening round. Not much in terms of damage or hurting each other here. Sukatan, nangyari rito sukatan into the last 10 seconds of the opening 3 minutes. But I expect this to be just a tad here. We're done with round 1. Hindi naman sinapunutan yung dalawang sungero ngayon. Mukhang gising na gising pa. Hindi pa masyadong nagtamaan ng first round, Carlo.
The most effective punch that we saw coming from the first round was a jab. Itong si Refuela. Let's see if he can, add on to that punch and put combinations together here in the second round. Tough round to score.
Actually, medyo dapat walang even no?
Yeah.
Dapat yung 10-8 or 10-9, 10-9 at most. But you're right, ang hirap sukatin. But try it, Carlo. How did you read it?
Just because of the number of punches na binitawan, I'm siding with Refuela for the
Okay.
first round.
That's not hard to understand. And because Refuela seemed to be the aggressor in round number 1, stepping into the 40-second mark of round number 2. Refuela looks like he's the taller fighter between the two and the aggressor in this fight, clearly so.
He also likes fighting for the distance. He is comfortable both ways.
Trying to keep that jab very busy, actually. Ooh, but good counter that time by Sumalpong.
Overhand left na timingan niya, napapasok itong si Refuela.
Sumalpong should have an interesting career. If he fights in Thailand, he'll be right at home, di ba? Sumalpong, di ba? He'll be right at home. You know naman how the Thai names are both so fascinating and difficult to pronounce, especially if you do play-by-play.
Ang Sumalpong, what he does here is pagpa-atake si Refuela, yung urong niya pa diretso. Yung reverse niya is in a straight line instead of stepping to the side. So, he allows Refuela to engage.
And he's allowing himself to be the counter-puncher.
Exactly. Kaya nabibitawan lahat ni Refuela yung gusto niyang suntok.
Big keep looping shot that time by Sumalpong, really not hitting anything. And we are almost done with 2 minutes here. Big left hand by Sumalpong. Refuela felt that.
That swooping left has been the best punch for Sumalpong in our first 2 rounds.
Now Refuela got hurt there, nasaktan, so he's trying to counter here.
Jab, jab, tapos right straight to the body. Good combination coming from Refuela.
And that right hand is busy as well. And look at this, he knows how to fight on the inside, in the trenches. And he's attacking. Nasaktan eh. Diba? Tinamaan ni Sumalpong. Yun, kumounter ulit si Refuela. Trying to keep that head busy, darting left and right, but he gets tagged by Sumalpong. Final 20 seconds. Refuela knows how to pick his spots. Marunong ang angulo. 10-second mark.
And Sumalpong still going straight back. If he can just take one step to the side, that
Things
could
could
be
be
his advantage. Yep.
Things could be different.
Ang magandang nakita ko dito, yung parang yung vast improvement nung dalawa mula nung uno natin sila nakita na nanalo sila sa last fight nila. Maganda yung nabanggit mo yung technicality, nag-improve eh. Malayo ang in-improve itong si Refuela sa ni Sumalpong. Pero what I noticed dito, ang medyo nagbibigay ng kalamangan dito kay Sumalpong, yung kanyang counter-punching. Ang ganda ng timing niya dito, nababasa niya kung kailan babatot si Refuela, agad-agad siyang babato ng counter-punch and pumapasok yun. So that's one adjustment na kailangan gawin dito ni Refuela. The strength is there, yung speed niya is there. Pero hindi pa niya nakakuha yung timing niya against itong speed ni Sumalpong.
Checking out some of the highlights in round number 2. That swooping left landing for Sumalpong. Best punch so far. But again, Refuela attacking straight ahead. At dahil reverse lang yung ginagawa nitong si Sumalpong, Refuela is able to put his combinations together.
As we move into round number 3, halfway point of the scheduled 6 rounders. F. Sarmenta, Carlo Pomintuan here doing your UBS semi-final battles here. We're still in the flyweight division. 2 scheduled bouts here. Ang format natin, ang mananalo rito si Abner yung kalaban. Ganun ba yung...
That is correct. That is the grand finale ng ating flyweight division. Of course, we have flyweights and bantamweights here in your first edition of the Ultimate Boxing Series, Kamaong Pinoy.
In a way, this is our final four. No?
That's correct. And the winners will be on the undercard headline by Carlo Peñalosa.
Ano yung world title yan?
It's,
Asian,
I believe, a regional title.
Regional title. One of those interim...
So it's an IBO world title.
Minsan sa dami ng letra, bit of a low blow. Yes, Vera Baisa will make the appropriate warning. Minsan hindi naiiwasan ng low blow. Sumalpong, however, making some connections.
Overhand right naman yung pinapatama niya ngayon. Perhaps reading that it
Nabuhay yung
is.
corner ni Sumalpong.
Reading na yun yung bukas sa depensa itong si Refuela.
Parang you sense that he was waiting for his moment, for his opportunity to spring loose. But Refuela trying to counter quickly.
Si Sumalpong really measuring up that right hand.
Very loud corner. Alam mo, importante sa boxer yan, yung ayuda na yan. Lalo na pag nasa abroad ka, yung familiar voices. Lalo na kayo lang.
Sumalpong's corner imploring him na bitawan yung kanan.
Imploring talaga. Oh, but look at that load up by Refuela. He got Sumalpong in the corner, but Sumalpong darting away. Nagising na yung Sumalpong. Tumatapon na ng meaningful na punches. Kanina kasi parang wheeling lang siya. Antay. Abang. Ngayon medyo aggressor na siya.
Sumisibat pa ng jab papunta sa katawan itong si Sumalpong.
Pero dapat dagdagan niya, ha? Parang feeling ko behind siya dito sa laban nito eh.
Mas marami, mas makamay itong si Refuela.
Yung sinasabi mo madalas, Carlo, yung work rate, kailangan increasing niya pa. Oh, good left hand by Sumalpong. That got Refuela interested.
Malutong mga kaliwang binibitawan nitong si Sumalpong. Let's see if he can also load up on that right hand, which was effective for him twice here in round number 3.
Yung maiyak-iyak si Buboy as we take in action from this round. Last round, Brad, that is.
Ayan, swooping left hand. Still landing for Sumalpong. Pero yung mga pasugod ni atake ni Refuela, still effective. Sa kanya, when he darts in, he unleashes 3-4 punch combinations, which are definitely scoring.
So, sa iyo, sinong may konting advantage o may advantage man sa laban na ito?
I think the first 2 rounds belong to Refuela. Sumalpong woke up in the 3rd round. So this could be an even matchup after this 4th round.
Alam niyo mga kaibigan, bawal ho ang draw dito as much as possible. That's a bit of a low blow. Vera Baisa with a very gentle warning. Kung minsan di maiwasan eh. Pag pumupuntang bodega, there's a pal protector in each of our boxers, but at the same time, syempre, sensitive area yan. You want to be protective of the boxers at all times. Unless it's Andrew Belota. Remember that fighter?
Yes.
Boy. Who actually targeted that sensitive area twice in a fight, remember?
At minimum.
Oh, minimum yun. Buti na lang walang Pilipinong ganun. Ano?
Well, back in this fight, itong si Refuela had trouble with his, I think his left shoulder in his last fight. Medyo nabugbog yun ang kanyang kalaban, but no, he has since recovered. Nakapag-practice naman ng maayos si Refuela.
Tama yun, pagka marathon runner niya, no? May hangin pa eh, no? Matalbog pa eh. Tsaka tama pa ang paghinga, Carlo, eh, no? Sa ilong pa rin ang daan eh.
Kung nagkaunahan kanina,
Magsusumbong, di ba? Susumbong. Tuloy lang. Let the referee make that decision. Alam mo rin sa flyweight kasi very often nagkakatamaan ng ulo because of the size also. Saka pag yung opposite hands, hindi maiwasan pag lumulusog. We're hitting the final minute of the fifth round.
big exchange between the two fighters.
Well, I'm missing on the attempted uppercut. So Malpong getting some momentum going, but he shouldn't be so self-assured because I sense Rafaela might be the aggressor here.
But now Sumalpong is not moving backwards. He's actually meeting Refuela when he barges in.
Which is probably the best adjustment he has made so far in this battle, which is now coming down to the final half minute of the fourth round.
Very interesting fourth round. Bumaba na yung dami ng suntok mula kay Refuela as compared to the first two rounds.
Kasi tinamaan na rin eh. So meron ng wari this.
Body punch there, right hand to the body of Sumalpong.
And that big left hand. Ito. He might be finishing the round with Flores as we hear the final 10-second mark. Kung tingin ko maganda itong 5th and 6th round. Feeling ng Sumalpong behind. Rally. This should be a good coming 5th round. Nadinig mo yung instructions. Pag sumayaw, saan mo siya suntukin mo? Huwag kang sumayaw kasama niya. Rock girl naman dyan. Dancer yan, dalawang yan. Kilala natin mga yan. Ito, nung aksyon nung previous round. So, paano ang takbo scorecard mo, Carlo?
This match might be even right now. First two rounds, Refuela was more successful in the latter two dahil bumaba na rin yung bilang ng kanya mga nabibitawang suntok. Itong si Ronel Sumalpong naman started to get hot. So my card at least is at 2 rounds apiece.
As we enter the 5th round, the penultimate round, 30 seconds into it, Refuela trying to be aggressive, going to the body. He was successful in the first 2 rounds with those attempts. And here we go, mixing it up. Here comes Sumalpong trying to stay in front of Refuela.
Corner of Sumalpong imploring him to stand his ground and exchange.
Oh, away kalye. Nag-improve yung aggressiveness ng Sumalpong. Plus yung accuracy niya dito sa last couple of rounds compared to the first two. And I agree with you, giving the first 2 rounds to Refuela actually. Overhand right that time by Refuela. Not exactly on target.
The psyche of a fighter can change. Pag naramdaman niya na kaya niyang dalhin yung suntok ng kalaban, he takes more chances, lalo na inuupuan na yung mga suntok, which
Correct.
might be the case for Sumalpong right now. Kahit na napanalunan ni Refuela yung unang 2 round ng ating laban, hindi siya nasaktan. So pakiramdam niya, he can take more opportunities here in the latter round.
1.5 minutes remaining. Scheduled for 6, of course. This is the penultimate round. Only 6 rounders. Walang plano na increasing in rounds later on sa championship. I think we're probably staying with the format. Up. Vera Baisa asking them to return to the center of the ring.
We're not hearing enough instructions, I think, from the corner. Itong si Refuela, kaya hindi rin nagbabago yung kanyang boxing.
That's a good
Meanwhile,
point.
naririnig natin eh. Laging ganado yung corner ni Sumalpong, shouting out instructions, trying to build up his confidence.
Yung ayuda ng corner ni Sumalpong, mas buhay eh. Alam mo, iba yung nadidinig ang pamilyar na boses eh. Alam mo, ang audience natin, siyempre, interesado sila sa kamag-anak nila, sa kabarangay nila. So yung corner mo, ang next best friend mo, baka your only friend in a sea of strangers. 20 seconds to go before the penultimate round comes to a very interesting conclusion.
Another solid round for Sumalpong.
Ang init na sinaing ko sa 6th round nito. Na? Parang nag-pacing round yung dalawa. No? Nagtansyahan eh.
And you know that they will be really gunning.
They exploded. Ang sabong ito. You do not want to miss the 6th round. This is a great place to be in, the final round of this knockout semi-final match. The winner stays on to vie for the championship of our tournament. In the flyweight division, we enter the 6th, the final round. How close or how does your scoring go, Carlo Pamintuan?
3 rounds to 2 in favor of Ronel Sumalpong. Refuela is still moving well around the ring, but he is not connecting as much as compared to what he had in the first 2 rounds. Si Sumalpong, hindi na masyadong nagbago, no? Yung work rate niya mataas pa rin, and he's landing really good punches, especially in close quarters.
As we continue to present to you fights for the UBS from the TV5 studios in the Valiches, Quezon City.
April J. Abne waiting for a dance partner in the grand finale ng ating flyweight division of Ultimate Boxing Series Kamaong Pinoy. Sino ang lalaban sa kanya? Sumalpong ba o si Refuela?
This is anybody's fight at this juncture. Oop, nagawas ng kapiraso. And up. Referee Abaisa says, yep, we can fight on. No time for housekeeping, actually. You gotta fight on. Wala namang humidity dito, no? Pawis lang talaga ng mga boksingero nagpapabasa ng konti ng ating ring.
That is true. And in the final minute at 35 seconds, they need to pour whatever is left.
Kung ano pang nalalaman nila sa boxing, ilabas na nila rito ngayon. 28 si Refuela, 22 itong kanyang kalabang si Sumalpong. So, you know, if you're Refuela, you ask questions. If you win here, you know where you're going. If you lose, you could spend some time thinking about the future. Really.
These are the biggest breaks na nakuha ng ating boxingero involved in this promotion under the tutelage of Jerry Peñalosa.
Galing kumounter ng Sumalpong. Precise siya eh. Saka hindi siya magastos sa movement. That could impress our 3 judges here.
Sumalpong lunging with that left hand.
And to the final 40 seconds. You could not, from the corner's perspective, you can say, rally tayo. Baka in their minds, we're ahead eh, di ba? There's no need for a rally here. But if you're Refuela's corner, you probably should have picked up yung sinasabi mo, Carlo, konting ayuda eh, no? Konting ingay, pero there's nothing really.
Some adjustments we saw from Sumalpong's corner. Yung kay Refuela, still the same. Pero yun nga lang, the same movement, lower work rate.
Nag-taper off eh.
Okay, good.
May frustration din sa mata ni Refuela kasi hindi niya napatumba rin eh, no? Hindi niya na tinamaan eh, mula nung third round. Wala. This should be an interesting addition test for the judges here. And the gap against the amusements board as they put this together. Your call, just the speculation here.
4 rounds to 2 in favor of Ronel Sumalpong is my very, very unofficial scorecard. I was impressed with the way that he adjusted starting in the 2nd round. But again, there were pretty close rounds as we'll see in our highlights. Both fighters showing us their wares. Sumalpong, his aggressive attacking. Refuela, his movement around the ring. Pero kung susumahin mo lang yung pinakamalilinis na suntok in this 6th round battle, I think Sumalpong just had enough to win this match.
Talagang unpredictable dahil kung titingnan mo, halos pareho yung style, pareho yung bilis, pareho yung lakas. Pag nakakita ka ng dalawang fighter na carbon copy ng each other, ilagay mo sa loob ng ring, talagang exciting eh. Sagutan, maganda, palitan, maganda. And hindi mo talaga alam kung sino mananalo. Hanggang ngayon nga eh, kung titingnan ko, I won't be surprised kung draw ito. Pero I'm sure one of them ang mananalo dito. Hindi ko lang alam kung sino ako, nahihirapan ako honestly. Pero maganda yung naging laban natin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Greg Ortega has it 58-56. Virgilio Garcia has it 58-56. And Elmo Coloma has it 58-56. For your winner, via unanimous decision, Ronel Sumalpong!
You called it right, Carlo Pamintuan.
We'd like to thank JC Peñalosa for joining us at the
tied
end
in the first 2
here
rounds. Rufela
on
might
the
have
ring.
picked up those 2 rounds, but the aggressor was still Sumalpong.
Sumalpong, with the help of his corner, was able to adjust. He read kung ano yung gustong gawin ni Refuela, adjusted, and now he emerges victorious. Could win as he advances to the finals against April J. Abne.
Una-una, congratulations. Yung crowd dito kanina, napapansin ko, walang kumukurap, lahat nanonood. Ang ganda nung naging laban nyo. Palagay mo, ano naging alas mo kanina?
Siguro malakas lang. Ayun, malakas lang ano. Tapos agresibo.
Talaga bang pinaghandaan mo yung lakas sa kabilis mo?
Yung pinaghandaan talaga pero kulang pa. Pero next time pag iha ko pa.
Anong masasabi mo doon sa naging kalaban mo si Ian Refuela?
Malakas, yun nga, naputukan sa ulo. Tapos magaling kasi undefeated din siya eh. Kaya pinaghandaan ko lang talaga na manalo. Kaya yun, napala rin. Thank you Lord.
Itong sugat sa kilay mo, saan nangyari yan?
Sa ulo po, tidbat lang ko.
Headbutt lang.
Apo.
O kanino mo inaalay itong panalo?
Sa pamilya ko kasi sa kahirapan ng buhay, sumali ako dito para maiahon ko sila sa hirap.
Okay, palakpakan po natin, Ronel Sumalpong!
And there's your winner, Ronel Sumalpong, with a unanimous decision. Identical scorecards from the judges, Carlo Pamintuan.
Long-time amateur boxer, now enjoying the spoils of the professional ranks, and he will get the biggest stage of his career in his next matchup.
Nanalo man o natalo, hindi pwedeng maliitin ang pagpapamalas ng tatag at husay sa gitna ng laban, anumang uri ito. Gayunpaman, ang napimpitong tapatan para sa kampyonato ang magsisilbing pinakamahalagang bahagi ng karera ng mga opisyal na nagwagi, sina April J. Abne at Ronel Sumalpong.